Welcome to Carpe Dime, a podcast about personal finance and everyday life. I'm Jamie Davidson.
And I'm Nicole Jackson from Financial Center First Credit Union. Thanks for spending your time listening to us talk about how life and family affects us achieving our financial goals.
Well, Nicole, it's almost that time of year. It's summertime.
Days away.
Days away. I cannot wait. Pools are opening up. People are planning their vacations. And inflation's up, and gas prices are high, and food prices are high. But you know what? We're not going to let that get to us because it's summertime, and it's time to have some fun. So we're going to talk about having some summer fun sort of around where we are on a budget, right?
Yeah, because you don't want to break the bank just trying to have a little bit of fun over the summer.
Right. So you came up with some facts about this, yes? I can't believe you came up with facts about summer fun, but let me hear these.
Who'd have guessed? Okay, so on average, summer is the second most expensive season of the year. Want to guess why?
This message comes from Capital One. The Capital One Venture X business card has no preset spending limit, so the card's purchasing power can adapt to meet business needs. Plus, the card earns unlimited double miles on every purchase, so the more a business spends, the more miles earned. And when traveling, the Venture X business card grants access to over 1,000 airport lounges. The Venture X business card, what's in your wallet? Terms and conditions apply. Find out more at CapitalOne.com/VentureXBusiness.
Oh, I think, once November hits here, it's, open up the wallets and start buying things for the holidays.
Yep, second to winter. So another fact is almost 7 out of 10 United States adults are making changes to their summer vacation plans due to the high inflation levels that we're seeing now. That was a recent survey by Bankrate.
Bankrate, yeah. I think summer vacations is sort of one of these things that we think it's sort of like the American way, right?
Uh-huh.
It's like we're going on our summer vacation.
It's our right to have a summer vacation.
And like I said, fuel costs are up, so whether you're driving, a lot of us go, well, instead of taking an airplane, we'll drive because it's cheaper. Now we're getting to the point where, I don't know which is cheaper, right?
Yeah, I don't think anything is cheaper
and
anymore.
Then once you get there, because of what's going on in the economy, if you do fly, if you have to rent a car, that's going to be expensive. So I think we've got to come up with some ideas besides the idea that we every year are going to go here or there. Like us, we usually go to Florida or South Carolina.
Right.
You guys, where do you usually go?
North Carolina. We have the Outer Banks.
You're going there this year, too. So I think we're coming up with some ways to deal with this inflation and sort of make the budget.
And my last fact is, according to a 2018 Harris Poll survey, so this one is not really, current, but parents of kids ages 3 to 17 plan to spend an average of $471 per child on summer activities.
Wow, so if you had 2 kids, you're looking at about $1,000, right?
Yep.
And like you said, this was 2018. We were sort of shut down for COVID a little bit the last 2 years, but we're wide open now. And it sounds like I'm beating a dead horse here, but prices are up.
They are up.
So when you're going on your vacation, you're going to see this. So we're going to try to find some ways to actually have some fun close to home, because summer vacation for students when they're out of school usually lasts about 10 weeks.
Right.
So we're not really talking about the vacation of going away for the most part. We're talking about ways to do things that are fun and save money closer to the house.
Yeah, enjoy that staycation.
The staycation for the most part, yeah. So let's talk about 6 ways to save money on our summer activities and our summer fun. Number 1, check your recreation center programs. Some of them offer free or low-cost activities, including day camps at local parks and rec centers. Sometimes all kinds of programs I've gone out and taught at before where you have these, that's what the kids are there for half the day. So check those out.
And even that area parks, some of them, I know, like some of our local parks here, they have like a fishing day where, they take the kids out and do that. I think even our local park in Anderson is doing like a wizarding camp this summer. So there are definitely
that's way up your alley,
options.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I could see my wife wanting to go to that.
Right? I think the age cutoff is like, 8th grade. But
probably.
I bet she could pass.
Well, I'm going to tell you a funny story about that when we get to one of our other ones here in a minute, okay?
All right, sounds good.
And make sure you're, looking at the parks within 30-minute drive and see what, maybe they have festivals or fun things happening. I know some of the things we do is around our house, they have concert nights that are free concerts. So you go out and you pack your dinner. Try to pack it at home. We always, pack ours from home.
Right.
Instead of buying. There's going to be food there for you. But, go to those little things and find ways to go to free things and have fun where you can bring your own dinner and your own drinks. As a matter of fact, we went to one on Monday night in the city center. They show movies for free. So that's just look for those little things around either the rec center or in your neighborhoods or 30 minutes out probably, because you don't want to spend too much money on gas.
Yep, nope, gas. So the next one I have is to check out your library. That's, going to get you into the summer reading programs. Think your book club, science activities, language classes. My kids love to get into the book programs. So.
I love that, especially my daughters were really, every year, they got excited about this. They went to the library and got the summer reading list and had goals they could hit, and they would get little rewards for it. I remember we'd get the little thing for a free kids meal, so we'd go eat there because we had a free kids meal. So, hey, if you get a free kids meal or a free appetizer, plus your kids are reading a book.
Right. But that also goes to the kids that aren't quite reading yet either. I think there's like 1,000 books before kindergarten that most libraries do too. So it includes all of the kids in your house, not just,
And the great thing about it, not only is it that your kid's reading, but it's free.
Exactly.
It's free. It doesn't, you go to the library, you borrow the book. It doesn't cost me anything as a parent. My kid's reading a book and leave me alone for a little while. Not that I want him to leave me alone, but every now and then you need a little me space.
Right.
Maybe so I can read my book.
Yes. Reading? I haven't done that, and I don't even want to think about how long it's been since I've read a book.
I've got 3 books sitting in my den that I want to read and I need to read, so I've got to have to kick that in a little bit myself this summer. Okay. Number 3. Now, number 3 is school programs. Believe it or not, most schools have summer programs where the teachers put those on usually.
Right.
So look into that. My wife is actually teaches. Have you ever, any of your children ever gone to a school program during the summer?
Yeah, actually, we started doing that. I think when Damon was in kindergarten, he started kind of checking out and seeing that, teachers actually are fun. Yeah, and you can go, and I think he's done some Percy Jackson camps and everything based on the reading of the books that he's doing, but then getting to kind of delve a little bit more into it and get involved.
My wife actually did a Harry Potter camp.
Oh, that sounds cool.
So it was a Harry Potter camp. They would make their own wands. They would do the spells, and they loved it. The kids loved it, and the price was not real expensive. And the great thing about it is, we're talking about saving money. The kids are at school doing something fun, learning. And the great thing is you're helping the teacher earn a little extra money during the summer.
Exactly. Offset that teacher summer reading or summer budget.
Yeah, right. It helps them a little bit. And, my wife was always excited to do it because she loved the class. But she also, for her, it was like, I made a little extra money for us to, when we do go on vacation. So she felt like, look, I've had even more, and for her that was important, and I thought it was really cool. So check out your school programs and see if they have anything going on this summer for your kids.
All right, well, number 4 is have fun with the cause. Kind of gets back into that a little bit.
I love this idea.
Yeah, find gratification and bust your boredom by having fun, getting involved in your community. The first thing I think about is going to the animal shelter, because I don't need another pet in my house. I don't even want to talk about how many animals I do have, but I could take my kids to the animal shelter and they can go play with the dogs in the yard, go into the kitty cat corner and play with the cats. It makes the cats feel good, makes the boys feel good, and they're doing good for their community.
I know you pretty well, Nicole, and you going to the animal shelter is sort of scary. I'm afraid if you guys go too often, you might come home with more animals. But hey, if that's your way of feeding that thing, but you're helping, right? Because they always need volunteers.
Exactly. You could even go to a soup kitchen or,
go to the food pantry and help there, local food pantry to help. And that's really teaching your children about giving back, and you're doing it to help your community out, and they're not getting paid to do it, which is fine, but it's free, and you're making a difference, and that teaches your children. And the sooner you do this in life, the better stewards of our society that they will be.
Right, and it's setting that good example early in life, because later on it's not as easy to learn the older they get.
Oh yeah, they get a little more stubborn, right?
Right.
If I hear one more time I'm bored, I'm going to be like, you've got how many video games? You're bored? Okay.
Yeah. Or what do I get out of it? What's in it for me?
What's in it for me?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So, you get to go see puppies.
Puppies and
you get to help feed people.
Exactly.
Number 5 is look for scholarships. Many camps actually have scholarships.
Right.
And, they offer financial aid because, going to camps can be expensive. That's why we talk about trying to find those free ones, like going to the library, going to the free concerts. But sometimes you're going to have to pay for them. But look for those scholarships so they can go. My son goes to football camp every summer. There's a fee for that, but there's also aid out there for those that cannot afford that, which is, I think, really important to get the whole community together, no matter what their socioeconomic status is.
Right.
Do you guys participate in anything like that?
We have actually. It's not necessarily over the summer that we've done it, but I know we go to Cornerstone here, and it offers just different art programs, and I think it's important to note too that it doesn't really necessarily matter if you think that you make too much, because a lot of those programs, they have kind of a sliding scale that they know that, if it's important to get your children into these programs, that just because you make more than, certain people doesn't mean that you still have the extra to swing for the camps.
Yeah. Number 6 is?
Don't break the budget on your vacations.
Right. We all want to go on vacation. Don't break the budget, right? So what do we typically spend on a vacation?
Well, the typical person alone spends about $1,200 on a vacation. So you think about a family of 4, that's about just under $5,000.
Yeah.
And that can be, 8 to 9% of your gross income in some cases.
Yeah, it can be expensive. Now, what's really important, what we always encourage, and we've encouraged in the past, is you save for that throughout the year, right? Set up a special savings account and put a little bit in every paycheck. That'll help you so you're not biting off more than you can chew at once. And obviously, you don't want to put on a credit card and then carry that balance and pay interest on that, right? We're talking about saving money.
Right, so that'd be good use of one of the club accounts where you can set it up to...
Yes, love club accounts. We have a summer club account. We have a holiday club account because we just said the 2 most expensive times of the year are...
summer and winter.
Right.
Yep. So another option too are your state parks. If instead of going out on vacation, stay local.
Yes.
Your state parks, they're going to give you the opportunity to hike. You can camp, get out and enjoy nature and get some fresh air for those kids.
Do some kayaking.
Exactly.
Or some canoeing, yeah.
Yeah. And it's all pretty cheap. I mean, I think a lot of them even offer horseback riding.
Right, and we are in Indiana. I think you can buy a state park pass where you can go to all the parks if you want to. So
those are also fairly cheap too. So,
well, in the grand scheme of things, I think they really are, right? Yeah.
And also you can look for bike trails, game nights, museums, anything. Just keep it close to home.
Go fishing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the lake, go fishing. Maybe if there's a beach nearby, go to the beach. All those, those things. Those are fun, and believe it or not, as I'm looking back on my life when I was younger, and even with my children, it's not always the things I spent the most money on that I remember.
Right.
It's usually the things that we did that were different and fun. So we go on vacation every summer and we love it, and the kids love it, but it's the other little things we do that they really remember, and it really sparks that memory and the joy. And I go through my pictures that are on my phone and I see these and it's like, wow, that's really cool. Nothing wrong with a little day trip and having some fun. Yes,
right, exactly. I completely agree.
So let's review these real quick, okay, Nicole?
Yes.
So number 1, check your recreation center programs and see what's out there for low or free activities.
Check the library. Get involved in your summer reading programs.
Love those summer reading programs.
They're the best.
Go to your school. See if there's programs for your student at the school to get them back at school with their teachers. And like we said, the teacher will make a little money. You'll save a little money. And if you're a parent that's home with them, it's going to save you a little sanity.
Exactly. 4, have fun for a cause. Check out where you can get involved in your community and volunteer your time.
Right. Number 5, one way to try to save money is look for scholarships for camps that they'll pay a portion of or all of. Save a little money. Student goes to camp. Good days.
And don't break the budget on your vacation.
Yeah, don't break the budget. Make sure you have a budget. I think that's probably the one thing people don't do sometimes on vacation is we're going on vacation and there's no budget. Well, you need to have a budget, yes?
Yes.
So, as summer heats up, don't burn up your budget by not planning ahead, like we just said there. You want to have that budget. Do that research and come up with some creative ideas and things to do so that you don't break the bank. One thing out there is pretty funny that people don't know. There's a tax tip. If your child is younger than 13, you could actually you may be able to claim the Child Independent Care Credit for the camps they go to during the summer. So think about that. We used to think about, it's about daycare and it's about having somebody watch my kid. Well, that's sort of what's going on.
Exactly. Yeah, right. Makes life a lot easier when you're trying to get to work.
Yes, and we talked about a lot of different things on the podcast, but the ones we love are the free options out there, which we already talked about. So go ahead, Nicole, tell us a little bit more about those fun things to do that are free.
Oh, that's going to include your parks, your recreation centers, movie nights in the community, farmers markets. I mean, you're probably going to spend a little bit while you're there, but I think that's something else to keep in mind.
Right.
And your volunteer opportunities.
Oh, you know what? We didn't even put this in there. If you do go to regular movies, find out the discount days at the movie days.
Oh, yeah,
and
they have.
Sometimes they have kids programs.
Exactly. I think I saw that there was one that's like $2, and they might be older movies, but my kids don't care.
That's okay, right?
Right,
They're
exactly.
going to the movie, it's $2. I love it.
Yes.
So just make sure you're trying to not break that bank this summer. Everybody stay cool. Get out and have fun with the family. It comes up every year. We love it every year, and then every year we go, I spent too much. So let's try to keep it within the budget this year with prices being up. Carpe Dime is presented by Financial Center First Credit Union. It's produced by Jamie Davidson.
And me, Nicole Jackson. Financial Center is an 8-time national award winner in the category of adult financial literacy, and our goal, as always, is
to help improve your financial life. To learn more, visit fcfcu.com.
Like what you hear? Subscribe to us on Google, iTunes, SoundCloud, the All Indiana Podcast Network, and Spotify.
Wow, Nicole, thanks for this class. I love it. I love summer fun. I love saving some money, and I hope everybody enjoys the podcast. Have a great summer.